On a dark September evening in 2008, Agnes Westlund was found dead near a forest lake. Her husband, Ingemar Westlund, was the one who discovered her body and called the authorities. Initially, the police suspected foul play due to the circumstances surrounding her death. With no one else around for miles, Ingemar quickly became the prime suspect. But it wasn't long before the investigation led the police to an unexpected twist that left them as well as the public baffled. Welcome back to our channel. Today we dive into a chilling and bizarre true crime story that took place in the serene village of Loftahammar, Sweden. The murder of Agnes Westlund. Sweden isn't really known for its crime, especially murders. In fact, it's considered one of the safest countries to live in. So, when a murder does occur, it's going to raise some eyebrows. Ingemar and Agnes Westlund lived in the quiet village of Loftahammar in Sweden. In September 2008, Agnes took their dog for an evening walk in the woods, as she usually did. However, she never came back. Worried, Ingemar went into the woods to look for his wife. It didn't take him long to find her battered body near the lake. Ingemar quickly called the police and led them to Agnes's body. After investigating the scene, the police quickly realized that there was no signs of struggle or any evidence pointing to a killer. There also wasn't a single person around for miles, so the police believed the murderer could only have been Ingemar. Either that or a shifty moose, which seemed unlikely. So they quickly arrested him while they tried to look for a motive and gather evidence. Ingemar was in jail for 10 days. However, the police couldn't find any hard proof that linked him to Agnes's death. So he was released. But that didn't mean that Ingemar was no longer under suspicion. In fact, the police never clarified this matter with the public, so in the eyes of the community, Ingemar was a killer. Because of this, many in the community turned against him. There were 300 people who attended Agnes's funeral, and they all believed that Ingemar was guilty. His neighbours weren't too keen on living beside a murderer, so he was forced to move out of his home. This horrific ordeal continued for months on end. It wasn't until the results of the forensic analysis on evidence found on Agnes's body came back that the police finally found the real murderer, a drunk moose. Based on the report, there was fur and saliva found on Agnes's body, which the police initially believed to have belonged to their dog. However, forensic analysis showed that these belonged to a European elk, or what most people know as a moose. Now, it's not impossible for moose to kill people, but it is rare. They are more likely to avoid humans than to attack them, so it wasn't surprising that the police didn't suspect a thing. However, at the time of Agnes's death, there were a lot of fermented fallen apples in the area. Eating them could make a moose drunk and aggressive. The police believed that the family's dog might have agitated the tipsy moose, causing it to attack and kill Agnes. The case was eventually dropped by the police, but not by Ingemar. Understandably, he sued the department for gross incompetence. To this day, the moose responsible for this bizarre incident remains at large. Thank you for joining us today as we explored this unbelievable true crime story. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more intriguing tales from the world of true crime. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe,